Welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show. Trump just said everything is fine with China. New home sales increased by 16.6%. IHS Market US Flash Manufacturing PMI rose to 49.6 from a lower 39.8. The Dow jumped on positive investor sentiment. So, why is gold and silver also rising? Well, I'll intro the show very soon, but I want you guys to give me your reasons in the comment section right now while I do so. So, if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button right down below. Also, please hit the like button. Helps to get this economic evangelism right on out there to the masses, bringing more people into the precious metals. Okay, so did you write your answers down below? Well, if you didn't, I'll give you mine right now. And the reason why gold and silver is rising right now is because of this. That's right, the US dollar. The US dollar, uh, compared to a basket of currencies, is tanking right now. Currently at 96.55. It's been teetering in and out of that range between 96, 97, and so on. But here are some of the other basket of currencies that is competing against. Now, it's weighted against these currencies differently. The euro, it's weighted against more so than any other, and the euro is up. It's also weighted pretty heavily against the pound. And let's take a look. The pound is up. Canadian dollar, the loonie is up. Japanese yen, it's up, but it's just kind of petering there. The Swedish krona, that is up. The Swiss franc, that is up. And this one isn't in there, but I just like to look at it. And we also have a pretty nice Australian audience here. Australian, the Aussie dollar is up as well against the US dollar. Now, check this out. It's not just me, it's not just your imagination, but even mainstream economists Stephen Roach of Yale University sees the decline of the US dollar could happen at warp speed in the era of the Ronies. Now, let's take a look at what this article has to say and what he has said in an interview. And I quote, "In a Roni era, everything unfolds at warp speed," Roach told MarketWatch on Monday. He pointed to the contraction of the US economy from an employment rate that was hovering around a 50-year low at around 3.5% near the start of 2020 to one that shows some 49 million people unemployed since the pandemic took hold in March. Now, remember, I'm just going to stop this quote right here. He is pointing to the 49 million people who are unemployed. Now, remember, I said in a previous video that the unemployment rate is way higher than what is reflected in the actual numbers, because what is needed to reflect or to be considered in the unemployment rate is somebody actually receiving unemployment benefits. But in May, we found that 44% of people who applied either were denied or they were still waiting on to receive their benefits. That's 44%. That would mean that we have roughly around a 30% or so unemployment rate if all these people were receiving unemployment. And in order to have that out of a 157 million US workforce, you would need at least 47 million people who are unemployed. And once you know it, 49 million people applied for unemployment. So just take a look at the numbers there. Numbers don't lie. All right, let's continue this quote. He also noted the rapid and unprecedented fiscal and monetary response that has ballooned the Federal Reserve's balance sheet to more than 7.2 trillion from 4 trillion at the start of the year as examples of the celerity at which the currency market could change. And let's just read this highlight right here. Asked if investors should be fearful of a downturn of the dollar, Roach said that this wouldn't be the first time the dollar has slumped meaningfully and that fear is a question of context. Fear may be justified. If they are unprepared and not hedged and have not thought about what some of the options are take advantage. Okay, that's a weird sentence, he said. But basically what he says here is, he's pointing to the euro as a possible alternative to the dollar for currency buyers. Um, and obviously, for this channel, you know what I'm going to mention. You know I'm going to mention silver and gold as an alternative here, as a hedge against this craziness that's happening. So obviously, let's take a look at how gold was performing today. And as you can see, um, just like clockwork, usually at around 10 o'clock, something happens. But gold took a little bit of a dip, and now it is back up, um, trying to approach that 1768 high from today. Silver also was hit earlier, and it's trying to approach that 1798 high from today as well. I'm sorry, 1798 to high as well. So that is your Tuesday. If you enjoyed this video about the dollar's demise, you may be a sadist. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But hit that like button to support. Also subscribe if you want to help to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers and join the community. We're almost there, guys. Thanks again for watching. It's Black Bullion.